Hello students, good morning. Once again welcome back to our online teaching of St. Thomas School Mahua. Myself Nimisha Mehta for class 6 English. Today let's start our activity 8 in chapter 6. Older than dinosaurs. You all aware about that dinosaur? The sequoia is one of the tallest trees on earth. Sequoia, do you know? The tallest tree on the earth. It is an evergreen. So evergreen means never getting dry. Permanently green. Always evergreen. We use this word. So permanently green. Tree in leaves for around 1200 to 1800 years or more. It reaches up to 379 feet in height without the roots. They did not include the root in its height. 1200 to 1800 years or more, these leaves, and its height 379 feet. The oldest known giant sequoia tree is about 3500 years old. Giant means very large and taller than usual. The sequoia existed even before dinosaurs walked the earth. The atmosphere was wetter and warmer then. There was a lot more carbon dioxide in the air. This helped the sequoias to grow the way they do. Gradually means slowly. These conditions changed and they became limited to the area we now know as California in the US. Slowly, these conditions changed and they became limited to the area. It's adopted. Okay. Now known as California in the US. These trees were discovered in the 1800s. By the 1950s, a large number of these trees were being cut for their strong timber. Wood for building. Do you know one type of wood? Strong timber. As a result, they are now classified as being endangered. Thus, we have places like the Sequoia National Park in Sierra Nevada, California. It is home of many of these giant sequoias. We see this jungle of the sequoia trees in California. In fact, it is home to 5 out of the 10 largest trees in the world. Bark means the outer covering of a tree. Decay to become gradually damaged, worse or less. Moth, do you know, a small insect like a butterfly, fly here and there. Okay. Aroma, a strong pleasant smell, behold, to see or look at. Another tree that is a giant like the sequoia is the incense cedar. It grows up to a height of 150 feet and has special bark that keeps decay and moths away. Destroyed. Decay means to become gradually damaged, worse or less. Its leaves have a pleasant aroma. Aroma means fragrance. Do you know? A strong, pleasant smell. And when it's warm, the surroundings are filled with this pleasant aroma. Other trees that belong to this family are coast redwood, California redwood and giant redwood. John Muir, who named the sequoia, wrote of this passage in about 1870. To behold the king in his glory, King Sequoia, behold, behold, seems all I can say. So from this lesson we understand the summary. The sequoia is one of the tallest tree on the earth. It is an evergreen tree and lives for around 1200 to 1800 years or more. It reaches up to 379 feet height. The oldest known giant sequoia tree is about 3500 years old. The sequoia existed even before dinosaurs walked the earth. The atmosphere was wetter and warmer then. There was a lot more carbon dioxide in the air. This helped the sequoias to grow the way they do. Gradually, these conditions changed and they became limited to the area we now know as California in the US. These trees were discovered in the 1800s. By the 1950s, a large number of these trees were being cut for their strong timber. As a result, they are now classified as being endangered. Thus, we have places like the Sequoia National Park in Sierra Nevada, California. It is home of many of these giant sequoias. In fact, it is home to 5 out of the 10 largest trees in the world. It's number 5th. Okay? So, here they give a new word. Behold, watch, species, kind, group with similar features. What does timber mean? One type of wood. Do you know? The massive size and height of the sequoia has inspired many poets to write about it. Here is a haiku about the sequoia. A haiku is a poem that contains only 17 syllables. Generally, the structure is first line 5 syllables, second line 7 syllables, third line 5 syllables. The giant sequoia, towering giant, the great sequoia stands tall, the oldest of all. It's called haiku of sequoia. So, John Muir, who named the sequoia, wrote of the species in about 1870. So, from this haiku, we have to understand the importance of sequoia tree. This haiku is about the giant sequoia. Now write a haiku about something that is very tiny. Give it an attractive title. So we have to write here haiku, but very tiny. That is very tiny. So I send with PDF and also write down its question answer. Here they given, share your haiku with your classmates. Which haiku did you like the best? Now we go as per our activity 9. When humans begins to use objects to create music from sounds, musical instruments were born. Musical instruments are made in a broad range of styles and shapes using many different materials. In your daily life also you see that musical instrument and also you try to play it. Okay. Early musical instruments were made from materials like shells and plant parts. Here are 2 passages about differently working musical instruments. This is a hydrophone. You can play it without any training. Steve Mann, a professor at the University of Toronto, Canada, has created a unique musical instrument called the hydrolophone that uses water to produce sound. You do one experiment. Fill the glass bowl with water and play with spoon. You get very good sound. Hydro means water and olos means pipes, and phone here means sound. And that's how we get hydrolophone, sound created by water running through pipes. A hydrolophone is played by direct physical contact with water, sometimes other liquids. Where sound is created hydraulically, sound is produced by the same hydraulic fluid in contact with the player's fingers. If someone is not playing a hydrolophone, it will simply look like a water fountain. Water is blown into pipes and it jets out of them like a fountain when the fingers of the player block the water at different positions. It creates sounds. When this is done in a unique pattern, music is created. Look here. This water flows and it getting sound. Hydrolophones are also used for helping people with low vision explore about sensing objects around them. Hydrolophone means a musical instrument using water to make music. Unique means being the only existing one of its type. Vision, sight, explore, to search and discover. Sensing, recognizing by physical ability to seeing. Explosion, burst. In fact, really. Pyrophone, a musical instrument using fire to make music. Mechanism, system. Okay, I hope you understand these new words. Here they also given a hydrolophone uses water to create music, but a pyrophone uses fire to make music. It is a dangerous opposite of the hydrolophone. Pyro means fire and phone means sound in Greek. Hence a pyrophone creates sounds using fire. Many pyrophones run using the same kind of mechanism as a scooter. In fact, many use the same fuel also. It uses explosions to create music, hence it is also known as a fire explosion organ. Pyrophones were used in the 18th and 19th century also. In fact, this is a picture of a pyrophone from in 1875 since it was made by a person called 1 minute. Music is created. People with low vision explore about sensing objects around them. Okay, I hope you understand this activity and also read out these both hydrolophone and pyrophone, and this it was made by a person called Kastner. Okay, so read out and write down this activity in your notebook. Thank you.